So, yeah, we literally had... It pulled over.
Yes, it pulled over.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
The Robotaxi just pulled over for the ambulance.
And back on the road.
And it's back on the road. This is the Robotaxi here, and check this out. There is no one in there. No one is in there. And we are going to get into this. All right, love these white seats. All right, so we are live streaming here on YouTube. And this is my, technically, I guess my second experience at night. So just check this out, just crazy. And we actually just saw in Chris's first drive here at night, we actually saw the window wipers. The window wipers actually were activated to clear out the cameras in the front. Because again, with Tesla, they actually do not have any LiDAR or sensors. Right? They got rid of all of that. That's what's crazy. So yeah, just a big win here today. It's been an epic day. Shout out to Dirty Tesla for letting me join him.
Happy to have you
on all these drives today. This is about, what, a 20-minute drive?
Yeah, 20 minutes. Here you go, guys. There's the stats on the drive.
Yeah. And it looks like we're going to get some good in and out as well. And actually, I'm going to steal some of the stuff that was mentioned in Chris's video earlier. You know, as Elon said, LiDAR is a fool's errand, and here we are. Tesla is doing this completely with the pure vision, as it would call it, with literally no one here. And I thought I thought cameras can't work at night. So here we are, and Tesla, what is going to set this apart at the end of the day is going to be the fact that this is a production vehicle already. This is not something that you have to buy another vehicle and use someone else's, buy the car, throw a bunch of LiDAR on it and sensors, and do what is $150,000 to $180,000 build. And right now, Waymos are even more expensive than the Uber and Lyfts. So if you think of the economics here, Tesla is just going to continue to just lead. And Kathy Wood quoted, Uber is $2 to $4 a mile, and Tesla at scale will be 25 cents. So if you just do the math, Tesla's making these vehicles at a profit. They are already producing them at scale. So they're only doing them with vision. No one else is able to make EVs profitably. And yeah, so it's really, really impressive what Tesla's doing. And I actually had, so funny enough, even though, yes, I'm from the Silicon Valley, you know, I had my first Waymo drive here in Austin, Texas. And I was telling Chris, as we were driving earlier, it was a lot more mechanical. This has been more and more like a human than I've ever experienced. We're testing Dirty Tesla's hands tonight to see how much strength he has. Thankfully, I have 2 gimbals.
It's been 70 hours.
Yeah. Someone was mentioning that, oh, you know, we need to do this in rain. Funny enough, so Tesla did delay, I think, the initial rollout from like 12 to like 2 o'clock, but it was raining right at like 1:50, 1:30, whatever it was.
Yeah, pretty much as soon as they sent us the app, it was a downpour.
Exactly, and I was like, oh, you know, are they gonna keep going, or what are they gonna do? So, yeah, we literally had. It pulled over.
Yes, it pulled over.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
The Robotaxi just pulled over for the ambulance.
And back on the road.
And it's back on the road.
Yeah, buddy.
This is insane. So that was been always one of the biggest criticisms.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a bus stop, you need to pull over, or more importantly, like the school bus pulling over, or their paramedic.
Yeah, sorry, keep going, keep going.
That's insane.
Well, it's one of my things I've been pointing out for a long time, that it doesn't do it.
Yep. Yeah, so it's we just witnessed that, and that's the first one ever.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Once I get done with this drive, I'll repost that.
Yeah, oh for sure.
But
take it.
Yeah, those lights were flashing. That was a full-on paramedic coming in hot. And we got that.
It handled it perfect.
Yeah.
There's nothing different to do there.
Yeah. That is crazy. Well, you guys got it here. Have you guys noticed the people that are monitored? Yes, I did notice that. But actually, yes. And I think that's partially because I think the reason why the hand is on the...
Bro, you guys are so weird.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys care about that so much. At the end of the day, it's probably to open the door so that they can stop the ride immediately. But either way, you can, on the screen here, you can pull over and press support as well. And then you can actually see on the screen too the same thing, pull over, stop in lane, or support. I had a call earlier today with the support team. I think we accidentally pressed the button.
I've noticed it pops up sometimes, and I thought it got accidentally pressed. Sorry to interrupt you.
No.
I thought it got accidentally pressed, but I've seen several times where it's like calling support. And like one of the times I canceled it, one of the times I waited and it timed out, and then the last time I saw it, I just left it because I was like, what is going on? And the guy's like, hey, support. And I'm like, I don't know, man, we didn't touch anything. And he's like, oh, okay, thanks. You know, that was it. So I'm not sure why it is popping up, but something is making it call the support. I don't know, maybe it's listening, and if you're like, help, help. I don't know, it like pops up, but it's happened a few times.
Yeah, well, it just tells you the how important safety is in everything Tesla's doing. And yeah, sorry if you guys are getting a little bit of a headache from all the bumpiness. Unfortunately, you know, the roads here in Austin are not great. I'll put it that way. Yeah, and one thing Tesla did say in this was the one thing that Tesla did say in this was the fact that privacy is a standard here for not only Tesla, but just the internal camera will not activate until you hit the support button. So, and again, I don't think that's necessarily true as of today. Shout out to the Cybertruck literally right in front of us.
Yeah. I don't think they saw that ambulance because they passed us oh, there's the special wiping.
Oh, dude, you guys are getting it all tonight, man.
This is a good drive. Of course, this is when I'm not recording, but that's all right. The last one was
I can also hand this over to you, too.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Yeah, this is insane. So, what have we seen here tonight? We have seen the first ever flashing lights from a paramedic car going. We've also seen, and actually I saw this in the last drive, I think I mentioned at the beginning of this stream, we saw the windshield wipers specifically focused on getting the camera area.
Yep.
And yeah, and now we're actually, so this part, and again, Chris called this out. When you end up, so we picked a ride that was like from one end of the geofence to the other end. One of the things I noticed too is that at least in the Waymo, it came when it did come, it came already like preconditioned, and it was like, especially because it's really hot here in Austin.
Oh yeah.
And really like muggy and sweaty and humid. So the Waymo came already there. So that was one thing I noticed on the Waymo versus this. But again, like this is just so I think what's gonna happen, what we were talking about, I remember now. So we grabbed a route from one side of the geofence to the other, and you end up on these drives just like going super on like one of these long, like just straight roads. But in this case, we are going to actually be able to experience, if you look here, we're going to be able to experience some curvy roads up here. So again, we have another 10 minutes. And guys, if you can...
Sorry.
No, you're totally fine.
I'm looking at the comments now, guys. Sorry,
what are people saying?
Well, I didn't turn on the live comments. That's my bad. I don't live stream on X very much. Do we know how many people died from Robotaxi so far today? Must be in the hundreds, according to Dan O'Dowd syndrome. Yeah, it's absolutely zero. No injuries, nothing, dude. This is it.
Yeah.
It's safe. It's good. Yeah. It's here. It's working.
And it works at night. Look, shout out to the Waymos, the $150,000 bills.
Yeah, sorry for the shakiness. Night makes it worse. I'm holding it with my exhausted hand that got 5 hours of sleep last night. I've literally ate nothing. I was eating a large French fry when we got the Robotaxi app.
That's what Chris is talking about right there.
I'm holding a battery that's charging the phone with one hand. My iPhone's in the other hand. I was eating a large fry when we got the Robotaxi app that I had to throw away because my ride was coming. So I literally have not eaten anything today. I'm doing my best, y'all. Oh, there's the Whataburger. Shout out. That's where I was for my first ever Robotaxi ride. Never forget.
Your Robotaxi virginity was taken.
Yeah, right there in that parking lot. So funny. So Tim, that's for at Rough Buffett. That's for you, buddy. That's your response. He thinks he's Jason Bourne. I'm sorry.
One interesting thing too, from a Robotaxi and Waymo perspective, the back screens were essentially equivalent, but the Waymo has way less options of entertainment.
Way less, huh?
It's only music.
Well, and it doesn't sign into your accounts when you step inside like the Tesla does. Yeah, that's very cool. That all your account, like if we look, my Google Music, I'm not signed into a lot, but like I use YouTube Music and it's signed in. We can listen right now, and every Robotaxi will have that. So. We'll have to leave feedback in the app after this, and I'll say it was a little hot. But I assume this thing's been running like since 2 p.m. Yep. So it's been running like all day. The battery's at, can you read that? It's at 41%? 61%. So, geez, man. I mean, it's almost at the end of, so service time ends at 12 a.m. at midnight, and it's 11:14. So this thing only has 45 more minutes. And I can't imagine, like I've been in this exact Robotaxi already, I can't imagine this one like has charged at some point. So these things can literally go, 18 hours a day? Yeah. And nonstop, yeah, no problem.
It's because it's just doing short drives.
Short drives, slow drives, we haven't done any highway.
Yep.
It's not winter, but it was super hot today. Yep. It was over 100 degrees. Yep. So the AC's been blasting all day, and that takes a lot of battery, so. Very impressive. I mean, the whole package, you got to think the whole package. It has to be able to drive safely, obviously, and we know all that, but it has to be able to also drive all day. Like, if it could drive for 2 hours a day, that's not a very good Robotaxi, right?
Yeah. Well, you got to think about, too, what is Waymo dealing with when they have the iPace, which doesn't have as much range, which is not as efficient.
Right.
And they're running their whole fleet on it.
It's all costs.
And they're, like, literally the only customer for it, too.
Well, I don't think they make that vehicle anymore, right?
No. Jaguar? Well, Google pretty much bought all of them.
Right. So then when they get, I mean, this was bad. I'm not saying this was a good thing, but when they get burned to the ground like that, does that mean those can't be replaced, or I don't know how that works?
They're going to have to bring the maintenance in-house for themselves. But also,
you can't maintain a car that's a pile of ash on the ground.
That, and also, too, they're not going to make new ones.
Right, exactly.
Which is crazy.
Tesla makes 5 Model Ys a minute or whatever.
Yeah.
Or a Model Y every minute or something.
Yeah. Well, and, the one thing I'll say, too, is that Tesla can make the same amount of volume of fleet that Waymo has. What is it, in a day or 2 days, week, whatever it is?
A very short amount of time.
Yeah. All right, so we got about 4 minutes left here. And we're going up kind of like a hilly road, actually pretty steep incline.
Yep, and waving back and forth. Oh, we got a turn here. Yeah,
so we're going to be making a right here.
Very nice.
Yeah, so it was just, this ride has been perfect.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, we dealt with a paramedic. Flashing lights, needed to get somewhere, and what did the Robotaxi do? It pulled over. That is the first time that has ever happened. You saw it here, and then it's also live on Dirty Tesla as well, his handle on X. But yeah, that was really cool. We saw the windshield wipers. We're gonna make a left here. We saw the windshield wipers going specifically on the camera. And again, we're dealing with some hills as well and going into a residential area. But this is all the way on the other side of the geofence. We've been live streaming now for, what is it, 19 minutes? So a good 20-minute drive from one side of the geofence to the other. So this has been a great test case for Tesla. And you hopefully you gained some knowledge from Chris and myself today.